everybody. We're gonna make cookies today, and I just put a half a cup of Crisco in the mixer, and I'm getting ready to put a half a cup of butter in there. I'm using the paddle that has the side scraper on it to keep the bowl scraped down on each side, on the side when we mix. And the next thing I'm gonna do is 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Now, this cookie recipe is from 2 different recipes that I've decided to use, and they're both sugar cookie recipes. One of them is one that I used when my kids were growing up, and it's a drop cookie. And the other one, the other part of the recipe that I've combined and to put the 2 together, is a rolled recipe that was my daughter's, Michelle, and we always used it at camp, and we rolled out the cookies and frosted them with frosting. And this does not want to come out very good, does it? There's got to be a better way. I like to put it down in there's 1 teaspoon. I like to put it down into the container to get it out. Anyway, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. And then we're going to use a half a teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to fill this up about halfway of baking soda. Okay. And a dash of salt. Now this is a dash. Just a dash. Just a dash. Not much. And then I'm going to put eggs in, and I always like to break my egg one at a time in case I get a shell in it or in case the egg's bad. I won't be wasting all my mixture that's already in there. Anyway, this recipe, I'm wanting it to turn out like a cookie I used to get at the bakery in the town that I used to live in. And they were pecan cookies. They were big white cookies with a pecan in the middle of them. Now we're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. Whoa, I'm just having a way day here of spilling stuff. Okay, let me get my little trusty rag. And I'll tell you about these, since I have to use one so much. These nice little rags you can get at the Dollar Tree, 3 in a package for $1. I'm not promoting the Dollar Tree either, but it's a good buy, and they're nice little rags to have to clean up a mess. And I'm messy, believe me. Okay, now we're going to put in a cup of sugar. And I wonder why spilled out in my lid. Okay, a cup of sugar and 2 cups of flour. We used to make extra cookies at camp for the kids, and they would come in and say, "You got any cookies left?" We'd say, "Yeah, we do." And they'd come in by themselves. They didn't come in a whole group of them. We'd give them a cookie. And they thought they were the only ones getting one of those cookies. Okay, I'm gonna turn that on. Stir that all up. Looks yummy. Smells good too. I'm using that vanilla from Mexico, and I really like it. Did any of you ever used to eat raw dough, cookie dough? I know you're not supposed to because of the egg. But I made it a lot, and we've ate it through the years, and it's never got sick, but I could have. But what I do now, if I want to eat cookie dough, I just leave the eggs out, and we just eat the cookie dough. Then you don't have to worry about getting sick, and it doesn't affect the taste at all. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Got my trusty, dusty little Frisbee that Noah let me have. I told you I use it all the time for a lot of things. And I've put a little bit of oil on the bottom of this cup, and I'm gonna dip it in the sugar. Then we're gonna put the cookie dough on the cookie sheet, and we're gonna try to do them all the same size, but I'm gonna use a little 2 tablespoon dipper, and it will hopefully be the size of a walnut when we get done. I'm gonna bring the cookie sheet over here. Okay. I probably should have greased that first. I'm going to roll that into a ball, and you can't see what I'm doing. Scoot this back a little. See, my camera will tip down. It just won't stay. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to place that right there. And then I'm going to take this cup that's got sugar on the bottom of it and press this down. Just like that. You still can't see. Is it me? Am I going blind? I must be. Okay. Then what we're going to do is take a pecan and put in the center of that. Just like that. There we go. I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to, I know what I need to do. I need to scoot this down here. I'm going to do one more so you can see how I'm doing it. Roll it in a ball. Put it on the cookie sheet. Dip my little cup in the sugar and press it down. And I'm going to put a pecan in the center. I bet you guys have ate cookies like this. Okay, I'm just gonna hop back off and go ahead and do this because it'll take a while, as slow as I am. And I'll get the cookies on the sheet, then I'll come back and, well, I may go ahead and put them in the oven. Then I'll come back and show you what they look like when I take them out of the oven, okay? Because I've got, and I can let you know how many it made also, okay? Be back in a little bit. Okay, we've got them out of the oven. And they spread around a little more than I wanted them to. So if you don't want them to spread around that much, you might just use a cup of Crisco and not the butter. The butter does give them a very good flavor. And they're still pretty warm. Very good. Very, very good. Now, I was also going to tell you the pecans I roasted, toasted in the oven. And I did also do that for the pecan pie. It's good to go ahead and roast your pecans because it makes them have a crunchier texture and they're nicer. But you use 2 cups of pecans and melt 2 tablespoons of butter and put in a teaspoon of salt and stir that all around in a bowl and then put it on a baking sheet. And bake it at 350 for 5 minutes and then stir them around and then bake them 3 to 5 more minutes until they're golden brown. And then let them cool. Keep them in your freezer and they're wonderful, even just to snack on. Okay, I will get off for now. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.